Okay. So now open console for router configuration. First we will do simple configuration. Okay. So after set all routers idle PC IP addresses, now open console on router 1, then open console. Okay. First command config T or go on configuration terminal mode. After that set interface name. So router 1 interface name is F0 by 0. So use command interface F0 by 0. After that IP address, router 1 IP address is 192.168.1.1. After that subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Okay. Then no shutdown. After that exit. On router 1. Okay. Done these commands. Now I will use same command on all routers. Okay. So now open console on second router. First command config T. Okay. After that interface name. So router 1 have two interfaces. So first interface name is F0 by 0. Okay. Then IP address. Router 2 first interface IP address 192.168.1.2. After the subnet mask, and then no shutdown and exit. Okay. Now for second interface, which is F0 by 1, this interface IP address 192.168.2.1, right? Then subnet mask. For status sub, need to use command no shutdown. After that, exit from this interface, right? Now on router 3, open console on router 3. First command config T. After that, set interface name on router 3. First interface F0 by 1. Then IP address. IP address 192.168.2.2. Okay. Then subnet mask. After that, no shutdown and exit. Now for second interface on router 3. Second interface F0 by 0. So command is F0 by 0. Then IP address 192.168.3.1 and use subnet mask. status up, then exit. Okay, the last router 4 console. First command config T. Router 4 have only one network and one interface F0 by 0. This interface IP address 192.168.3.2, then subnet mask, no shutdown, then exit. After simple configuration, we need to check communication with same network, right? Okay, after use simple configuration, all routers communicate with same network. That means now we want to communicate from router 1 with this 192.168.1.2. So use command do ping 192.168.1.2. This is same network from router 1. So it show success rate near about 80%. But if when we want communicate with same network again, then it show 100%. Okay. Check from router 2. Router 2 direct connected with router 1 and router 3. So check with router 1 pinging with 192.168.1.1. Yes, it show 100%. Also check with router 3. Router 3 IP 192.168.2.2. Now you can see it show 100%. First pinging 80%, then show 100%. Okay. Check also router 3 with router 3 direct connected with router 2 and 4. So check with router 3, sorry, from router 3 with router 2, 192.168.2.1. Yes, done. And with router 4 IP 192.168.3.2. This is also same network from router 3. Yes, 100%. Okay. Router 4 also communicate with router 3. Sorry, by mistake I write 2.1 from router 4. 2.1 is different network, so it shows 0% because this is different network, but same network, done. You can see with same network, done. Same network, communication, done, but different network, no communication. Okay, with different network there are no communication. If we want to communicate from router 1 with this and this network, so there are no communication from router 1. Check once again from router 1, do ping 192.168.2.1. Okay, 2.1 is different network from router 1. Okay. Now you can see it show 0%. Okay. You can check from any router with different network, no communication. I will check from router 3. Router 3 direct connected with this and this network. Okay, so from router 3 different network is 192.168.1.0. Okay, so check once 192.168.1.1. You can see no communication with different network. So now we will use today static routing for communicate with different network. I will show you static routing for communicate with different network. Okay, first tell you command. So command is IP route. Okay, after that destination network address, then subnet mask, and after that exit IP interface IP address. Okay, I will explain you. Okay, I will explain you about it. Destination network address. Suppose if you want to communicate this network 192.168.2.1, okay, from router 1, so your if you want to communicate with 192.168.1.1 and 2, okay, from router 1, so in this case destination network address is 192.168.1.0, right? This is network address. And you know subnet mask, address 255.255.255.0, and exit interface IP addresses 192.168.1.2. I will explain you about it. If you want to communicate with 192.168.1.1, 2.1 or 2.2, okay, 2.1 and 2.2 from router 1, okay, so your exit IP 192.168.1.2. That means from router 1, if you want to go any next network, okay, so you need to exit from this interface 192.168.1.2. So your exit interface IP address is 192.168.1.2. Okay, you need to select direct exit interface. Okay, so on router 1, we need to use command. On router 1, we need to use command. I will explain you. Okay, on router 1, I will use command first IP route. Okay, IP route. Please watch me carefully. Okay, then destination network address. I write here if want to communicate with 192.168.2.1 and 2. Okay, if we want to communicate with this and this network, so we need to use this command IP route, then destination network address is 192.168.2.0. Okay, this is 2.0 network. Okay, after that subnet mask space subnet mask 255.255.255.0. After that exit IP. Okay, exit interface IP address. So your exit IP is 192.168.1.2 or go on any next network from router 1. Okay, your exit interface IP 192.168.1.2. 192.168.1.2. Okay, I will paste this command on router 1. Okay, see, go on router 1 and use here command. You can see IP route, destination network address 192.168.2.0. In this network coming this IP and this IP. That means 192.168.2.1 and 2.2 coming in this network. Then subnet mask and your exit IP is 192.168.1.2. or go any next network from router 1. You need to use only this exit IP. Okay. So this command only for this network, right? Now, if we want to communicate this network 192.168.3.0, so command is IP route. Okay, same IP route, change only network address. Okay, 192.168.3.0. So your destination network address is 192.168.3.0. Okay, in this network coming all these IP address 192.168.3.1 and 2. After that subnet mask 255.255.255.0 and then exit IP same. Okay, already told you from router 1 if you want to go any next network, so you need to use this interface exit IP address. Okay, means 192.168.1.2, right? Only from router 1. Okay, so on router 1 done static routing. I will paste this command on text file. This is okay. This command communicate with this network. Okay, but if you want to communicate with 3.1 and 2, okay, 3.1 and 2, then use this network. Done. Okay, now on router 2. Router 2, router 2 direct connected with two networks, okay, which is 192.168.1.0 and 192.168.2.0. Okay, so from router 2, a different network is 192.168.3.0, right? So if we want to communicate from router 2, if we want to communicate 192.168.3.1 and 2, okay, from router 2, if we want to communicate 192.168.3.1 and 2, so we need to use command IP route. Okay, destination is 192.168.3.0, right? This is destination network address. then subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and the exit IP from router 2. If you want to go these networks, so you need to exit from this interface, right? From this interface, you need to exit from router 2 if you want to communicate any next network. So your exit IP is 192.168.2.2. 192.168.2.2 is your exit IP. Okay, so this command I will write on console 2. You can see IP route from router 2, destination network address 192.168.3.0, subnet mask, and exit IP 192.168.2.2. Okay, done. Because other all networks that are connected with router 2. So now go on router 3. Okay, I will paste this command on text file. Wait on that. Yes, done on router 2. Now on router 3. Okay, router 3 direct connected also to networks, which is 192.168.2.0 and 192.168.3.0. These are two networks. By these networks, router 3 direct connected. So different network from router 3 is 192.168.1.0. Okay, from router 3, different network is 192.168.1.0. So if we want to communicate, with these IP, means 192.168.1.1 and 1.2 from router 3, so command is IP route, from router 3, destination network address 192.168.1.0, then subnet mask 255.255.0, and exit IP from router 3. From router 3, if you want to go on this network, so your exit IP is 192.168.2.1, right? This is your exit IP from router 3. So 192.168.2.1 is your exit IP. Okay, I will paste this command on console 3. Now go on console 3. Okay, you can see IP route from router 3, destination 192.168.1.0, subnet mask, and exit IP is 192.168.2.1 from router 3. This interface we need to use as a exit interface IP address. Done. Now on router 4. And the last on router 4. Router 4 have only one network, which is 192.168.3.0. So from router 4, different network is 192.168.2.0 and 1.0. Okay. So from router 4, I will use command. First, if we want to communicate with this network from router 4, okay, if we want to communicate with 192.168.1.1 and 2 from router 4, so command is IP route, the destination 192.168.1.0, then subnet mask, and exit IP from router 4. From router 4, if you want to go any next network like 2.0 and 1.0, So you need to exit IP from router 4, this interface IP address 192.168.3.1. From router 4, if you want to go any next network, so you need to use as a exit interface IP address 192.168.3.1. 192.168.3.1. Okay. Now I will paste this command on router 4. Go on router 4. Okay, IP root, destination network address 1.0, subnet mask, and exit interface IP 192.168.3.1. This is only for this network. Okay, this command use only for this network. Okay, now for second network. For second network, if you want to communicate 2.1 and 2 from router 4, okay, 192.168 2.1 and 2.2 from router 4, because these are different network also from router 4. So command is IP root, destination is 192.168.2.0, subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and exit IP same from router 4, right? 192.168.3.1. Okay, same exit IP. Now this command I will use on router 4 for this network 192.168.2.0 and exit IP same. Done. Static routing has been done. Now verification. After used static routing, all routers will be communicate with different networks. Okay, so now let's check first. Check from router 1, and before use static routing command with different network, it was show 0%, right? With different network, it was show 0%, but after use static routing, check once again with 2.1. Before 2.1, it was show 0%, but after use static routing, now you can see it show 100%, right? Also check with 2.2. Okay, 2.1 100%, and with 2.2 100%. Also check 3.1. You can see with 3.1 100%, and with router 4 3.2, yes, it show 100%. Okay, so you can check from any router. You can see from router 3, before using static routing, it was show 0% with 192.168.1.1, but after use static routing, now it show 100%. You can see 1.2 100%. Okay, check from router 4. Do ping with router 1 192.168.1.1. Yes, show 100%, 1.2 100%, and 2.1 100%, 2.2 100%, right? That means now routers communicate with different network. If you want to check routing table on any router, then you need to use this command. I will show you. For check routing table, you need to use this command, do show IP route. You can see this command show you. 1 minute. You can see this command show you. Yeah, here show S. Okay, S that means we used on this router static routing, right? C that means this router directly connected with this network 192.168.1.0. So router 1 direct connected with this network, and we use static routing for different network, which is 2.0 and 3.0, right? Now one thing, this is all about static routing. I will show you some extra thing. I will tell you about Telnet password for security purpose. If you want, so you set password. Okay, that means suppose we want to access router 4 from router 2, and before access, router asks verification. So we need to set a password for verification. Okay, without verification, cannot access. Okay, so now I will show you how to set telnet password. Okay, so command is we will set command on router 4 line VTY 04. That means this router you can access by 5 routers 0 to 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one time 5 routers can access. After that, password we will use like XYZ. You can use according to you any password. Then login. Okay, after that also we need to set enable password for go on privilege mode. So enable password, you need to use command. For enable password, you need to use command enable password like 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can set any password according to you. Okay, now we will use this command on router 4 because we want to access router 4 from router 2. Okay, let's see this process on router 4. Okay, so now we will set this command on router 4. Go on router 4 and use command line VTY 04. 1 minute please, 1 minute. Sorry for disturbing. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, on router 4. So line VTY04. After that, password XYZ, then login and exit. Okay. This is for Telnet password. Now set enable password. Okay. For enable password, use command enable password 123. Okay. You can set password according to you. Done. Now verification. Now verification. Access from router 2. Okay. Router 4. We will access from router 2. Okay. I will show you. Go on router 2. First, you need to exit from configure terminal mode. Okay. Then for access router 4, you will use command telnet. Okay. And use destination IP address which is you want to access. So router 4 IP address is 192.168.3.2. Okay. 3.2. Now you can see it asks user access verification. Okay. It asks password. So you need to password XYZ. Okay. When you type this password, so it's not show you, only type carefully, then press enter. Okay. Now you can see we are still on router 4. That means before router 2 and after access, it show router 4. But right now we are still on user mode. Okay. This sign user mode, but this sign privilege mode. So if you want to go on privilege mode, so you need to use enable command. Okay. You need to use enable command to go on privilege mode. I have already set enable password. When you use enable command, then it also asks password. Okay. So your enable password, 123. The same process when you type this password, it's not show you. Okay. Now you can see you are on router 4 and on privilege mode. Before enable command, user mode, but now privilege mode. Got it? So by this process, you can set telnet password. Okay. If you want to exit from this router, so you need to use exit command. Then now you can see right now we are still on router 2. Got it? I will paste this command on text file for your help. Yes, you can see on router 2 I use this command first telnet, then IP address of router 4. Okay, it was show password. So you need to type your password. When you type password, so it's not show you. Okay. Yes. And after that, for go on privilege mode, use this command, enable command, right? Here show also password 123, but when you type this password, then it's not show you. Okay. After that, you will go on privilege mode. Okay. For exit, use this command. Okay. Exit. Got it? So this is all about static routing and telnet password. Okay.